Just on the funding for Ukraine and Israel, given that the impasse right now seems to be over border issues, can you speak a little bit about what the White House is and isn't willing to support on that issue specifically?
I'm just not going to negotiate from here, not going to get into any policy specifics or provisions or whatever is being discussed as it relates to that in the Senate. I'm just going to let them have those conversations. I'm just not going to lay out what we will accept or not accept. I'm just going to let them deal with the process on the other side of Pennsylvania.
Back on the supplemental and this letter from the OMB director, Speaker Johnson is responding, saying that the administration, still failed to address their concerns about a lack of a clear strategy in Ukraine, saying there hasn't been a plan for adequately ensuring accountability. Just your response to the speaker, and also can you sort of describe the outreach that's going on right now between the White House and members of Congress just to try and shore up support on the Hill for this?
So you just heard Jake said that in the last couple of weeks, this president has been certainly engaged with members and certainly leaders on the Hill. We don't obviously read out every conversation that he has. And we have said for many weeks, many months now, that when you think about our Office of Legislative Affairs and other folks here at the White House have been in regular contact, right, with folks on the Hill. I'm always very careful on not predicting either congressional votes or either policies or getting into negotiations from here. I think the Director Young's letter today was really clear, was very specific on the importance of this letter, of this funding for Ukraine, why it's important. I think when Jake Sullivan was here, he talked about what we've seen in the past almost 2 years in Ukraine and what's been able to happen, how Ukraine has been able to really fight for their freedom. What we thought, the first couple days into the war, we thought Kyiv was going to be taken right away, and they've been able to protect more than 50% of their land, as Jake stated very clearly here. And so I think it's important when you think about Putin, you think about tyranny, you think about what they're fighting against, the tyranny, terrorism, a dictator, right? All of those things. We think about both Israel and Ukraine, and that is important. That is important that our leadership continue in helping Ukraine fight for their freedom.
And last year around this time, President Zelensky came to Washington. Is there any consideration for him to maybe pay another visit to make the case to Congress for this continued funding?
I would refer you to Zelensky and his team. It's not something that I can speak from here. I don't have anything to read out.
Is that something you'd like to